This is legislation that affects every single Pennsylvanian, either directly or indirectly. Let me tell you about my perspective on that a little bit. Number one, young students will be affected. They are affected. They're being affected right now. If you've got a third grader and they've got 25 children in their class and the school district has inability to replace teachers that retire, they go into fourth grade and now they've got 35 children in that class. They're all absolutely affected by the fact that our budgets are under a tremendous amount of stress. Number two, those students may very well never get an elective course that would be available in the Commonwealth, but because of this tremendous budget issue, financial issue, the pension debt that we have acquired, those elective courses and expanding curriculum certainly is in jeopardy, and I think it's important for the future of education to maintain as much quality curriculum as we can. Property taxpayers, I hear the discussion on property taxes all the time, and I can tell you this is absolutely a property tax issue. There's an Act 1 exception for increases in property tax for the pension burden, and if we do not get a grip on this, we will certainly be seeing that in our future. This legislation does not directly affect people who are currently in the system. The legislation is designed to have a change in the benefits of new people coming into the system. And from that perspective, I've got a young lady who has agreed to join us today, Kim Barone. Kim, are you here today? Kimmy and I are friends, long-term friends, if you can believe that. Actually, you're friends with my daughter, and I appreciate you being here. Kim's a recent graduate of Elizabethtown College, my alma mater, and you've got an education degree, elementary education and special education, and you're hopeful to have an opportunity to teach our children in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Is that right?
Yes, I'm very hopeful for it because I went through a great training program at Elizabethtown, and I grew up at the Pottsville area school district, and I would just really love to give back my love for education back to the students in this area rather than going out of state.
So Kimmy's father is a friend of mine as well, and he's an employee of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, and he was talking to you a little bit about pensions. And you know, the fact of the matter is, I look at this issue as the future of public education in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. It is at risk right now. And I know that as you are making your effort to stay in Schuylkill County and teach the children of Schuylkill County all the great skills that you've learned at Elizabethtown, that you've also been looking out of state. And that's disturbing to me. And I know that your parents want to keep you at home, and I know I want to keep you around home, and I know that our children should have the opportunity to gain your knowledge and experience and do all the great work that you're going to do. Can you tell me about where else you're looking?
I've actually looked to schools in the South, so specifically like Virginia and to that area.
So you may be going to Virginia. So my plea here today is that we get pension reform done. Someone who would be affected directly by this legislation, you would get adequate benefits, adequate retirement benefits with the legislation that we're proposing. And in my belief, it would free up dollars in the future so that we're making sure that public education in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania is strong. And Kimmy, I thank you so much for being here today.
Yes, thank you for having me.
It's critical because we've got tremendous debt in the system right now. It's characterized as $50 billion. Depending on what source you listen to, it may be more than that. We've got tremendous budgetary issues that we're going to face not only this year, but in the next number of years as the employee contribution really goes through the roof to the tune of an additional $3 billion over the next 3.5 years. So that's why it's critical that we do it right now. The plan that we're working on right now is a hybrid plan to shift over to defined contribution model, not in its entirety. We're still going to offer a safety net defined benefit element to new employees coming into the Commonwealth, and I think it's good pension policy moving forward to new people seeking employment with the state and school districts. And the plan is designed to rescue the benefits that people have already earned in the system. It's designed to rescue our bond rating in the Commonwealth. It's really a plan that affects new people coming into the system, which is something that we believe still offers an adequate benefit, but it's certainly not the benefit that has gotten us into this deep debt, and there is some shift away from the taxpayer. So this plan does not affect existing members in the system, current employees or retirees. There's 4 actuaries that took a look at the plan, 4 independent, one from the Public Employees Retirement Commission, and then one from the SERS retirement system, one from PSERS, that's the state employees and the public school employees, and then another group, Milliman, and they've all taken a look at it, and the savings come up in the range of a little bit more than 11 to a little bit more than $15 billion over the experience period. So there's just substantial savings, cost reduction in the plan.